All right, so have you seen this new thing with WhatsApp? Feels kind of huge.
You mean with the AI stuff?
Yeah, exactly. So they've added this whole new layer with GPT now, able to understand like voice messages you send and
pictures too.
And pictures. It can analyze those too, all within WhatsApp. Like you don't even have to leave the app to use it, which is
pretty wild when you think about how we used to have to like type everything out, you know?
Totally. Like it's becoming so much more natural how we can interact with AI now.
For sure.
And that's exactly what we're going to dive deep into today.
Absolutely.
How this whole thing works, what the limits are right now, why it's happening now, and what it could mean for all of us down the line. You know, the really interesting possibilities.
Right, because it's still early days, really.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, for a long time, ChatGPT was just text-based across pretty much every platform, right? Every single interaction you had to type it out.
Yeah, and it wasn't that long ago we saw the first kind of integration with WhatsApp.
Right, December last year.
Yeah, 2024, yeah, where you could have those text-based chats with AI, but it was still within the app, at least.
Yeah, but this is completely different now because now you can send voice notes to ChatGPT.
And pictures.
And pictures, exactly. Upload images, and it can actually, like, interpret them.
But it can't talk back to you yet, can it?
Not yet.
It still responds with text, right?
Yeah, for now, anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what the future holds. But yeah, for now, it's text responses only.
So how does all this even work then? Like, walk me through it.
Okay, so first things first, it's actually way easier to set up than you might think. You save the phone number, plus 1-800-CHEAT-GPT. That's 1-800-242-8478. Just like any regular contact in your phone.
Okay.
And then you just open up WhatsApp.
Okay.
Find that saved number.
Yeah.
Start a chat, and boom.
And then you can just...
Send a voice note or upload a picture, whatever you want. It's basically like messaging anyone else.
So ChatGPT is processing all that in real time and then sending back a text message as a response.
Exactly. No extra apps, no complicated setup. They really tried to make it as simple as possible, you know?
So you're just messaging with a super advanced AI like it's your friend or something?
Pretty much, yeah.
So there are a couple of caveats here, right? I mean, this isn't available for everyone yet, is it?
Not quite. Right now, it's optimized for U.S. phone numbers.
Okay, so if you've got a U.S. number, you can get 15 minutes of free AI responses every month.
Right, but if you need more than that, you can always create an OpenAI account.
Yeah, and get more access.
And unlock some potential perks too, you know?
Okay, so the big question here is why now? Why is this happening now? This feels like a pretty significant development in the evolution of how we use AI.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, OpenAI has been moving towards this for a while. If you think back to 2023, they introduced voice interaction with ChatGPT in their own dedicated app.
Right, but it was limited to just that app.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And at the same time, we've seen Meta, you know, the company behind WhatsApp, really pushing to integrate AI into all their messaging services. So when ChatGPT first came to WhatsApp in December last year as a text-only thing, it felt like a stepping stone. You know?
Right, like it was dipping its toes in the water. But this update feels like the next logical step.
Yeah, they're making it way more natural to interact with AI.
Right, because we don't always communicate by typing. You know, sometimes we want to talk or show something.
Exactly.
It's important to remember this is still early stages, though.
Definitely. ChatGPT can listen and see, so to speak, but it can't respond with its own voice yet or create images within the app.
But it feels like those limitations are only temporary, right?
I mean, who knows how quickly the technology will evolve, but it definitely feels like things are moving in that direction.
So let's get into the nitty-gritty here, the technical stuff. How is ChatGPT understanding our voice messages and those images we send?
Okay, so for voice messages, they're using OpenAI's Whisper AI. It transcribes audio, you know, speech to text, and it's really good at it. It can handle different languages, different accents, even subtle changes in tone, better than a lot of older models. And then ChatGPT takes that transcribed text and processes it just like any other typed query.
And you mentioned earlier why the responses are still text-based. It takes a lot of processing power to generate natural-sounding AI speech in real time.
Oh yeah, it's way more complex than just transcribing what someone's saying.
So what about images? How does ChatGPT understand those?
So for images, they're using AI vision models. And these things are pretty amazing. They can identify all sorts of things, objects, text, even the context of a scene.
Okay, so it's like a super-powered version of Google Lens or something.
Exactly. Like if you take a picture of a restaurant menu,
Yeah.
ChatGPT could potentially translate it for you,
That's so cool.
or even suggest dishes based on what it sees.
Or like if you see a meme online, you could just send it to ChatGPT and it could explain the joke or the reference or whatever.
Exactly. And the coolest thing is it just makes interacting with AI so much more natural,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. It definitely takes away a lot of the friction because you don't always want to have to type everything out perfectly.
Especially if you're someone who prefers to communicate with their voice or uses accessibility tools, this could be a total game changer.
Right.
But we do need to be realistic here.
Yeah.
This technology is still developing. Voice recognition can be tricky with strong accents or background noise and image analysis. While it's getting really good, it still has limitations.
Yeah.
You know, it might not always understand really complex scenes or the deeper meaning behind an image, even if it can recognize the individual objects.
Yeah, that makes sense. So for our listeners out there, what does all this mean for them? How will they actually use this in their daily lives?
So essentially, it's all about convenience and versatility. Imagine you're cooking and you need a quick answer about a recipe. Just ask ChatGPT using your voice.
Or you're in a new city and you need directions. Just
Yeah.
tell ChatGPT where you want to go and I'll figure it out.
And like we were saying with the menu example,
Yeah.
if you need something translated, just snap a picture. It just makes so many everyday tasks so much easier.
It feels like this kind of AI integration has the potential to really change how we do a lot of things.
Totally. And the best part is it's so simple to use. You know,
Yeah.
no need to be a tech expert. Just talk to it or show it a picture and ChatGPT will take care of the rest.
So the recap, ChatGPT can now understand both our voices and our images right there within WhatsApp.
And for you, the listener, that means a much more intuitive and efficient way to use AI in your everyday life.
It really does feel like we're just scratching the surface here, you know? This move towards multimodal AI interaction within an app that so many people already use this could really change how we interact with technology in the future.
Absolutely.
Like what other applications might emerge as these capabilities evolve. It's pretty exciting to think about what the future holds.
No doubt about it.
Lots to look forward to.